welcome back to another video. I'm Brickout, and today is the first set in the first wave of my Lego Knights Kingdom 3 sets. So, first of all, I'm pretty sure you're probably wondering if you already know what the Knights Kingdom sets are. You're probably a bit confused on what in the world I'm doing. Okay, so first of all, I love making custom Lego builds, but I've always loved making my own sets and setting up all of them and just like basically having an entire wave of my own custom Lego sets. Basically, if I thought Lego would have made Lego sets, what exactly they'd look like and what they would be. So I thought, how about the first time I do this, I do a Knights or castle theme. So I thought, well, my favorite castle series, well, second favorite, my first favorite is the 2007 castle theme around that time, which a lot of the stuff in these sets will be stuff and will be based off of that, but it's also mostly a little bit based off of the Knights Kingdom theme. So specifically Knights Kingdom 2. So this is the first set. It's the smallest set. Unless I make like a poly bag kind of build, I might do that, but this is technically the smallest actual set, which is the Owl's Reach Wall Defense. Really long name, but I think it's pretty good. So, if you do not know what Owl's Reach is either, then go ahead and check out my video of it. I'll try to see if I remember to, I'll try to put a link to the video in the description, because I have a video of me showing the entire mock. I made it quite a while ago. So these sets are basically the Lego Castle theme, the Lego Knights Kingdom theme, and my Owl's Reach mock all put together into in two Lego sets. These builds and figures, except for this one, were all featured in the mock. Same for one other build that I will be showing in a different video, but hopefully I'll make it today as well, as the time of this recording. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the beginning of this. First of all, of course, since this is a Knights Kingdom theme and is based off of the second Knights Kingdom theme, I have to have a set of heroes. So I do. This is one of them. So the first one is Clay, who I do know there's another character, I'm pretty sure named Clay, in the Nexo Knights theme, but I really don't like the Nexo Knights theme, so I'm just gonna say that doesn't exist. If you like it, that's fine, but honestly, it's pretty cool. I mean, well, it's okay, but I tend to stick with the original castle sets. So this is Clay. So of course, first of all, yes, he has a blue theme, same as the other Clay, but I actually did not get inspiration from that. I got inspiration from Jaco the Knight from the Knights Kingdom 2. So that's where I got inspiration for this character. So each of the characters all have different types of weapons. So this one, for Clay, is of course swords. He has a just regular knight sword, and he has two pirate swords, which that actually has something to do with the one of the other sets. So it's kind of a little bit of a preview. He has the little knight little helmet visor thing. It just uses a normal blue helmet. I wish I could get in this brighter blue color, but I don't have one of those. This is just really a generic head from the Lego Castle theme that I was telling you about. The body is from the second little series of Power Miner sets, and the dropped that, sorry. The legs are from Galaxy Squad. The arms are just normal, bright, azure blue, I'm pretty sure is what it's called, and he has gray hands. The little thing that holds the swords is from a Lego Ninjago set, but other than that, that's it for this figure. I probably gave you a little bit too much of too much of a look at these figures, because some of them actually probably would change. These are just for now. Anything they see in this set should be the same way, but other figures I might change eventually. And this is Cedric, which is actually named after the Cedric the Bull from the original Knights Kingdom theme. Also because I'm terrible at thinking of names, so I just looked around and just tried to find names. So this character uses just another generic head, a little bit of a spiky hairpiece. The oh, I forgot what his name is. Dog Pound from the Ninja Turtles. That's these legs. This is the Kai body piece from the fourth uh, series, and he also has just dark red arms, and he has one hand that is black for a glove and one hand that is yellow for just his hand. He just has a black quiver and a regular black bow, so as you can tell, he is the archer. So we have the swordsman, the archer, and next up is Snake. It's a bit of a bad name. The figure, I think, is also not that good, so this guy's probably the only one that will make the most changes, maybe. So as far as I know, he's going to be pretty different next time you see him. He's also going to be in the last set that I show you. There are going to be 4 in this wave. Again, like I said, there might be polybags or some other sets, but I wanted to have 4 sets for each of the heroes. So this character is just your typical ninja character. He has a sai, and I also gave him a batarang because I was going to give him a katana, but Clay is already the sword character, so I didn't really want to do that. And I didn't have any silver shurikens, so I just gave him a batarang. I thought that looks right, a little bit of a ninja Japanese-esque kind of thing. So, and then again, Batman, again, like, he trained in martial arts. That's how he fights. He uses martial arts, so I guess that kind of makes sense that some of his stuff is a bit of a martial arts Japanese, but not just Japan. There's other Asian countries. I know that. I'm not terrible at knowing countries, but this figure just has green arms and green legs, a green mask from Lloyd, and the white body piece is Zane from the original Ninjago wave of sets. The head is, again, just a generic head. Doesn't have a name for the character that I got from a Space Police set. The headpiece is a little cloth, little hat thing that I got from the Force Awakens Lego Star Wars Millennium Falcon set. It came with, I forget what his name is. Let's see. Oh, wait. It was a Kanja Club member. So don't know if that was probably a bit of a bunch of nonsense for you guys, but sorry. Lose my mind. But yeah, so that's it for this figure. And for the last member, it is... Whoa. Well, that was not meant to happen. And I also didn't mean for the other thing to happen. I completely forgot his name. Yeah. But he has a name. I will hopefully remember his name before this video is over. So this figure is a dwarf, though he has a much shorter beard because I couldn't find any I didn't find any shoulder pieces or helmets that can match with a beard. So I just gave him chose a head that already had a beard printed on, so I didn't have to use a physical piece. So the body, arms, and hands and the legs all come from one figure. The legs, I didn't mean for the legs to be the correct ones for a certain figure. That just happened that way, but it's a evil dwarf, I'm pretty sure. It came from the Lego minifigure series. The head, I honestly don't remember what it's from. I'm guessing a Lego City set. The helmet is a bit scratched up because it's pretty old, but it is from the Orc General guy figure from the Lego Castle sets, which, at least in the lore, you'll see that the orcs have this kind of helmet. I kind of think that in the lore, the dwarves are forced to make armor and weapons for all the bad guys, so that's why they have it, because that's just the same kind of stuff that they use. They use the same stuff they make for the orcs. And he has this little, like, I guess a power electric hammer. I don't know. But I thought it looked really cool. So that's it for this figure. So now we can get on to the rest of the figures to the set. Just the next one is a Goblin, which is a custom figure. The 2 up here are already official character minifigures. This and this guy are the only custom figures. That I do try to make put custom figures in these sets, but also just some of these figures are just too good that I really can't find a way to make them better. So the Goblin I made this at a Bricks and Minifig store because I just needed stuff. Hey, I just need a bunch of figures and stuff for my Owl's Reach mock. So I did. They're at all the Bricks and Minifig stores. I'm pretty sure all of them. I doubt there'd be one that didn't have this, but there's a few big tubs. Not really tubs. They're more like tub tables. I don't know. They're just full of minifig pieces. They're separated from head pieces. Well, no. Yeah, head pieces, heads, bodies, legs, and accessories. And you're able to just build your own figures. You're able to get one of each for only $5. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. So I bought a few. So I built a few figures and bought them. I typically like to make actual figures and not just my own custom figures, because you're able to get certain figures for much cheaper if you build them instead of buying the actual figure. My brother was able to get a Catwoman minifigure from the Catwoman Chase set in 2012. That figure for only $5, even though let's see, I think the actual figure was sold for like $20, and he was able to get. All he had to do was just find the little like mask piece, the head piece, and the body piece, and just put black legs, all for $5. So it was. If you ever go to a Bricks Mayfig store and you want to get a figure, definitely try to do that first before you buy the actual figure. So yeah, this figure comes with just a stone little orc sword, and also a little rusty metal shield, which is actually upside down. This is what it should be looking like, and it came from the ghost. Well, actually no, it came from a pirate ship from the Lord of the Rings, from Return of the King. So let's see. So the body actually has the incorrect arms. I don't know why, but when I built it, you're not allowed to take arms off the figures, probably because you might make cracks in the arms. Oops. Wow, I am dropping every single figure. Sorry. But the arms, for some reason, for whatever reason, are incorrect. It should be what's it called? Green, whatever it is. It's a shade of green, olive green. There we go, olive green arms and hands, but it had dark gray and black. So this is just a usually what would you call it? I guess like a higher ranking orc body piece. I'll show you what the other one looks like in a minute. This just uses a regular little hood piece that's been used in plenty of castle sets. And the headpiece is from Space Police. I forget what the character's name is, but he's from the Space Police 3. So now, I'm going to, oops, almost dropped something, show you the actual orc. Oops, his hand came off. Okay, so this is what most, like the lower just foot soldier orc body pieces should look like. And this is what the other one looks like. So it should have the same arms, but so this one has all the correct pieces. So really it's just a regular orc. He has a silver little sword, jagged sword, but really it's just a regular orc minifigure that you can get in all the Lego Castle sets. I wish I had a specific name, because you can say, oh, it came from Lego Castle. Oh, well, which Lego Castle? So the next figure on the good side is just a royal archer for the Crown King. Again, the same figure came from a tower set from Lego Castle. I gave him a silver crossbow because that's the only one that I actually had. That one, I mean, I had a dark gunmetal gray one, but this one looked better for a good character. So he has a screaming face, and on the other side, he just has a just regular face. So I'm putting with a screaming face because his side of the wall is getting attacked by a bunch of monsters. So usually, if you're under attack by a bunch of monsters, you're not really gonna be that calm. This is also another build. This is a smaller build that comes with the set that is for this guy. Again, I still don't remember his name. He's got a little dagger, which is the same build for the Fang Blades from Ninjago. I didn't realize that, but again, there's just been so many things built, so it's really hard to make something original. And then you got this little crystally axe. Oh wait, that's what it was. Yeah, it was crystals, not energy or anything. I forgot it's supposed to be crystals. So yeah, it's just a little build to hold other weapons. And now we can get to the next build, which does not like standing up. But this is a siege machine, which I love building these. I really like sieges. So things like the siege from Minas Tirith, from Lord of the Rings. I love that whole battle. Sorry, voice crack. But also for what's it called, Helm's Deep. I just love all the siege things where they're defending on a wall. And then you got just a bunch of people just like going crazy, like bringing a bunch of machines and ladders and towers trying to take out the wall defenses. So this whole set was a lot of fun to build, and I love war machines. It's one of my favorite things to build because I love things like I like Star Wars, making machines and vehicles from Star Wars, vehicles and stuff from Castle, just from anything. I also kind of like to do a little bit of like actual war, like machines and stuff from actual war, but not as much because the actual things themselves are just so detailed that it's hard to make it look good without looking a little strange. So this is just really an ordinary little siege machine. It has a bunch of wooden wheels and a ladder for the enemies to roll it up and then climb up the ladder to get up to the wall. It has a few little pointed silver little tooth pieces just to make it look a little bit more evil and more like a bad guy kind of thing. So again, just a very simple thing. I try adding this little piece right here to keep it up, which it kind of does, but the front of it is just too heavy, so it just keeps flopping forward. And now for the last build is the wall piece. This build was inspired by a small set for the Lego Ninjago. Forget what wave it was. It was like the one where it's like the ice kind of king guy, and there's also a fire wizard person. I forget. If you know Ninjago, you probably know what I'm talking about. But it was a small set that came with Lloyd, a little wall build piece that was more. It was less castle. Let me try this thing. Western castle theme. It was less like this and had like the slanted roofs, more like a Japanese theme. So for this build is a bit simple, but also has a lot of detail built into it. Has a little bit of room for you to place some minifigures. I'm trying to get one. So you have room on the top of the build just to look out for any enemies. So you also have a little bit of room. You're able to squeeze them down here. I mean, you actually, if you set them to, yeah, still too tall. But you get the idea. You're able to set them up. It's a very simple wall piece. And if you get a bunch of them, you can just put them all together. Though I am actually planning on building an extension to this set. Because as you can see, it's slanted right here. So I'm thinking of making one that's like the kind of like the opposite of this piece. Because they have those. So you can kind of like attach it onto this build. Yeah. So for this has a little halbert, however you want to call it, axe. And you have a little bit of like a wooden a little bit of a wooden roof wall kind of part to this, a wall on top of a wall. We also have a little bit of what would you call it? Man, I'm forgetting everything today. But just like grass, whatever you want to call it. Life, green stuff growing. Okay, vines. There we go. Vines growing on the wall. And if you move this, you can see there's a little bit of a gate that the vines are blocking. So yeah, so it's a very simple build. I hope you liked it. I know I forgot just about everything in this video, but still hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos, and I will see you all with the next video. Bye. Also, I actually remember what this guy's name was. It is Brock.